Hey everybody, I am going live tonight for a pop-up. Wasn't expecting to today, um, but I got a wonderful Samhain gift from my sweetie, and I wanted to come on and share. I was going to do a show tomorrow, and I probably might still do so, but I'm just excited to share this fun deck that I found at the grocery store. Well, at one of our local granola grocery stores. So I know there's some live shows going on right now, but hopefully I'll get a few who will pop in and give it a few minutes. And Kristen, I was wondering if you were going to pop in. Yay! I was thinking about you earlier. Um, but yeah, so new deck. You're sleepy. I know, Nancy. It's past your bedtime probably, but I'm excited to share this. And I figured anybody who is still up, they might be wanting to join. And I look forward to maybe even doing some readings tomorrow with this deck. I have to find a a uh, a good couple of good tarot decks to pair with this, including probably my witchy um, Lenormand. So sleepy, sleepy. So hello, ladies. Um, Again, I realize it's busy tonight, but Heather's gonna come on, and so what I got today. Uh-huh, I found this at at our shopping cart store. I walked in, I was like, oh, look at all the, like the Halloween beeswax candles and everything, and they always have like tarot and oracle decks. I think I got my talisman oracle from shopping cart too. And Shannon was like, well, do you have this deck? Do you have this deck? I'm like, honey, I need another deck. But he pointed one out to me. He goes, but do you have this one? I'm like, oh no, I knew the minute I saw it. I was like, don't pick that up. Don't pick that up. But, uh, my gift, and it is the Alchemist's Oracle. And I absolutely love the artwork. They're all potion bottles. I think Selena, Essence of the Moon, may have seen this. Anytime I see, like the little bottles and stuff or potions and things, I think of my Selena with her oils and essences and everything. I'm watching Stevie Nicks from Portland. Oh, yes, she is amazing. So there's probably a paid concert, but I'll look for it later on. That would be wonderful. So it is by Sadler, excuse me, and it's published through Blue Angel. And I love when the deck and the author are the same. And so finding out, this is Zoe at her art table. She's the creator. And it says here, Zoe is an inky alchemist. I love that. Creative seer and illustrator. For as long as she can remember, Zoe has loved all things mystical and magical, inspired to transform the everyday into something extraordinary and fantastical. Zoe is an illustrator who uses ink, acrylic, and watercolor mediums to create her artwork. She is inspired by fairy tales, fantasy, and the natural world. And hello, Brienne Love, my dear. Good to see you. You never see a tarot deck in the grocery stores here. Well, this is like a new age. Well, I don't say new age. It's like a granola store. So you're gonna bound to be seeing, they have pashimas and they have, the candles and the crystals and all that yummy stuff. So yeah, this was something that I hadn't seen there before, and Jan had to point that out to me. But let's see here. Zoe was brought up on a traditional croft in northern Scotland, but now lives on a small island on the southern coast of England. So she's one of our neighbors across the pond. Um, let's see, you can find Zoe's work in children's books, jigsaw puzzles, and as coloring pages. And when not illustrated, Zoe can be found wandering her little island. I want to live on a nice little island out in England or Scotland or I don't know, somewhere here. I'm here. Um, Foraging for materials to make her own ink and paint. So she makes her own ink and her own paint. So she goes out into nature, she forages, and she creates her own inks and paints of what she finds. Absolutely love this. Um, she also enjoys wild swimming. I don't know what wild swimming is. Did I see? I see Moira. Hi, Moira. How you doing, dear? So let's see. Wild swimming. That must be like, I don't know, maybe I don't know what the water currents and things are around her island, so maybe that means wild swimming, just going out into the wild and swimming in lakes and things. That's what I'm assuming. Walking her dog and driving her vintage yellow Volkswagen Beetle. Shan doesn't know this yet about her. He's already seen the deck before I have. He likes that's part of our ritual a lot of times is I get to show him the deck before I even look at it. Not Jamaica prayers for them. What? I don't know what that means. So, oh, and Caroline. Also, already, let me just, then I'll put everybody up on the screen. I got 5 people in here. Wonderful. Shan loves the old fashioned Volkswagen Beetles, so he'll love to know that. And if it's just too cold outside, you'll find her reading a good fantasy novel by the fire with the dog curled up by her feet. So, absolutely love that. This book is black and white ink. Uh, the one thing with the book is that for me, it's just a little hard because the font is a thin black font and it's a lot of white paper. So sometimes I have to, do this a little bit to be able to read. But I haven't really even, oh my goodness, I haven't even really looked at much of this. I just wanted to jump on and share this with everybody. So we will start saying our hellos. We've got people. We did drop, so I think maybe Nancy might have fallen asleep. But here, Kristen Louise, be sure to check out her channel. Kristen just did a VR, and Kristen, I still have to finish watching that, but I think I might do that as well. That's very interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing the other decks that you have in your VR, and one of them was one of the ones that Sabrina used yesterday, the Goddess of Love Oracle. So very interesting to see what other decks that you use for your prompts. And Nancy, she's sleepy, but she is here. Let's see. Do 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 do. Brienne is here. Hello, my dear. And there is Moira. Hello, Moira. And then we have Carolina, Aquarius Tarot Adventures. And I get caught up with your videos, my dear. I'm kind of behind in trying to catch some of the other. Let's see. I'm afraid sometimes to watch, especially your videos, Carolina, because I see decks and I'm like, ooh, I want that. I want that. I want that. But no, definitely will be buying and check out a few of those and get caught up. And let's see, Jamaica has 185-mile wind. Oh my goodness, that's a little wind. I'm going, yeah. It's just weird, talking to a screen and not having anyone, to be talking to. It's just like I'm talking to myself in the microphone. So, but Jamaica's going through a really bad hurricane right now. Wow. Well, prayers and energy that people, stay safe and the least amount of damage. So I know you have quite a bit. Yes, and the ones that you pull, I don't always resonate with all the decks that my fellow readers, want to share, but I try to watch a few minutes of them and try to find at least an image that really jumped out to me or something. If even though I don't really like the deck, I'll be like, well, they have nice colors, or I like this one particular deck, like Selena did one. Night, night, Miss Nancy. Mwah. Selena did one, Sarah showing one the other day, and I just loved one of the cards had a crow on it or a raven. And I was like, oh, I can make a comment after the show for that. Put love the crow, and so I try to find something, um, so that helps with the algorithms. And so the Alchemist Oracle by Zoe Sadler. Again, seeing this at one of our little granola supermarkets here. It's called Elixirs for Personal Growth and Well-Being. And they're all, oh, the backs are absolutely adorable though. It's interesting that the cards are black and white and the backs are all in color. So there are the backs. And I thought this was fun for, especially for Halloween coming up and with Samhain. But that's all her artwork, her inks and her acrylics. So very nice. And then the cards themselves have a little bit of color. There's like a rainbow kind of like effect going around. It's a little hard to see on the screen, but they are all in black and white. And I haven't seen them all, so let's just jump right into it. So the first one I can relate to. I was a little befuddled too tonight. So befuddlement, very very apropos. So love even the words befuddlement. So we start out with that. The font is a lot of fun too. I mean, it's very, yeah. And then she also has a symbol, I believe, for a zodiac sign. So we're going to hear, before I jump into all that, what are these signs on the decks for? I believe, yep, for different, that's right, because of the alchemical. So we have Mercury on that one. Mercury, also known as Quicksilver, represents the mind. It signifies the shift between life and death, symbolizing rebirth, renewal, and the transition between these states. It embodies balance. Mercury, the Greek god known as Hermes, was the Roman messenger to the gods, thus representing communication. Additionally, it is associated with the lungs. And Jax is here. Hey, Mangled. What's up? Got a new deck today, girl, this afternoon after the show. So wanted to come in. It's fun. It's quirky. I absolutely love it. It's charming. I really like it. So each of the backs, I guess the images are going to have an alchemical symbol. So on this next one, which is bird song, and hello, Shay. And so on this one here, bird song, we have what looks like the sun. And let's see, is that the sun? Because the Philosopher's Stone, yes. Everybody knows the Philosopher's Stone, especially thanks to Harry Potter. So the sun, which is the sun, which is gold. So we're looking at, you have this deck and you love it. Awesome. Yay. Carolina, after I get to use this a little bit, would love to have maybe you join me and we can talk about the deck and do some readings with it. That would be cool. Let me know. So it says here in gold, in simple terms, gold represents the sun and sunlight. So symbolizes positivity, joy, abundance. It can also represent magnetic personalities and represents the heart. Oh, yes. Oh, so y'all, you heard it first. Carolina, I will be doing a show talking about this deck. Wonderful. Deck off. Yes. So let's see. The next one is Blood of the Undead. Woo. So we have that one. Blood of the Undead. We got a little bat. So we got some bats. And let's see what this symbol represents here. And that's the one that's got to shoot off there. So I got to learn me some. I was getting to my one channel on my other channel, I had changed it to at one point, So Alchemy. And another reason why I probably jumped on these cards and was thinking about it earlier was that Linda De Gonzalez does Akashic record readings with Diana Viviani, and I also believe with Jonathan Daly and with Gerald. And one of those shows, I think, was one with her and Diana and Viviani. I asked about alchemy, and Linda gave me a little description. She saw me as, way back in, way back. She could see me having my own bottles and me selling my little potions or elixirs or tinctures on the road and everything. So I was like, so ever since then, I've been kind of, connected with alchemy. Love the word. And so this one here is iron, represents strength and fortitude, a resilient nature, and thus symbolizes blood. They got it under bone dust, but let's see what else we have here. Ooh, talk about crows. Heather's apothecary. Indigo's apothecary. Ooh. So we have crow's feet. Oh, that's wonderful. Because you think of crow's feet. So we have crow's feet. So we have a crow on here. And did I talk about this one particular symbol yet? And if I'm moving the cards too fast, let me know. Let's see. I may have. There's so many here. Let's see. Nope, I don't see that one. How am I not seeing that one? It's curved with a circle and a cross. I want to say antimony, but there's also a little line underneath it. So maybe it's just the Mercury one turned upside down. Wow. We'll figure that out later. Let's just look at the artwork. These are fabulous. Dandelion root. I really like that kind of a Poe vibe going there. Yep. So we got dandelion root. Look at the little dandelion. Oh, this is so cute. I love this. Dead Sea salt. So salt water made from the Dead Sea with Dead Sea salt. Very cool. Ooh, deadly nightshade. Oh, I just love these. Belladonna. And we were talking about Stevie Nicks earlier. Oh, and they're releasing another Stevie Nicks Barbie, and they're trying to base it on the Belladonna cover. And I'm like, yeah, but you've got a black hat on her head. That was not on her on the cover of Belladonna. That was on the cover. Not well, that was something she wore during the rumors. But Belladonna had her with a beautiful, what was it, a macaw or a parasol? It was just really, really beautiful. And she goes, love that. Me too. Digitalis. This would pair nicely too with my Magical Botanical Oracle deck too. And I'm thinking about the decks now that I have. Tarot decks that could go with this too with a pairing. So, Dragon's Breath. Look at the dragon's face. And it says wisdom on it. But look at his face and the expression. How cute. How cute is that? Dream Catcher for protection. And she does give now for me, I usually like the blurbs to stay around, a page, maybe a page and a half. This is about almost like 2 on here. So it's quite a lot of information, for each of the cards. So I'm going to have to grab out that highlighter at some point. And what deck is this? So this is Shay, the Alchemist Oracle by Zoe Sadler. And it's through Blue Angel. And even the inside of the box is adorable. It's got the backs on them for both the top and the bottom of the box. It's a little hard to get out, but yeah, absolutely love it. These are the kinds of boxes that, that you keep, So next one is the Elixir of Life. I just love all the different bottles and the shapes. Reminds me too of college when we used to do still lives, and our teachers would put the different bottles and things, and then we had to do the paintings and drawings. And this one here is cute. Her face also fairy liquid. So we got some fae energy in here, of course, and look at her face. How adorable. I love that. It's like Oh, did I put a little too much? So kind of like, is it going to explode? Is it going to work? What's it going to do? And we have the next one is good fortune. Let's see. That's homework at that point. When the books, yeah, seriously, those Skyrim. Yes. Oh, so you're a Skyrim person too, Jax. We used to love playing that. But then when they started charging money, having to have accounts and things to be able to play that, and Shan loved the mods. So, but yeah, the bottles, that was just a no. I'm gaming, not studying. But you have to admit though, Jax, the way they did the whole design of that with their type of font and the writing and the journals, very cool stuff. Um, so yeah, the potion bottles, for for magica and health and stamina. So yeah, all good. We know about that. So we got good fortune, and look at the little koi fish. No, that koi fish. Wait a minute. To me now, that could either be goldfish, but I'm also thinking angelfish too. I used to have angelfish when I was younger. So there we go. Tom, I was wondering if you're going to pop in, seeing that's a little bit later your time. Let's see. Good fortune must mean I'm getting a visit from your friendly neighborhood early ritual. Hey Tom, how you doing, bro? It's good to see you. I've missed you. So next one is, and Tom, you're not going to believe this one. So people, this is a Depeche Mode thing. So Tom, you just came into chat. The very next card is Memento Mori, the last name of Depeche Mode's last album. So there we go. And this is Graveyard Dust. That's the name of the card. But Memento Mori. Tom, you can't make this shit up, right? The stuff up. So next one up is lightning bolt. And the little take says lightning in bolt moment. Okay. Synchronicity. Yeah, tell you. Hell, you're hot and fast on our heels. You still have to come on, and we got to talk about that on my channel. And there we go. Unless you want to do a live on your channel and get going back with your channel. So next one is Lily of the Valley. Oh, how pretty. And it's purity. And we have another synchronicity here. Oh my God, I was just watching another show. They were using the Memento Mori Oracle. Roman and Ginger Faye. Roman was using it. Okay. So Liquid Moonlight. Love the triple moon, triple goddess. And like I said, it's kind of hard to see, but it's lovely. There's like a little rainbow that goes around and it shimmers in and out like a prism. So, hi, Kristen Louise. Hi, Mangled. Never remember your name. Sorry. We just call her Jax. Yeah. Was it Cracker Jacks? Bit of a cracker. Yeah, it's all good. Just don't call me late. That was something my dad used to love to say. You can call me, but just don't call me late, for dinner. Love potion. Love potion number 9. So we got love in there. We have mandrake root. And I can't look at mandrake root the same way, not after the Harry Potter movies where they would pull them up out of the ground and they would just start screaming. Oh, that was awful. I felt bad. It was like they were in pain and being tortured. It was awful. We have mermaid song. Who knows? Maybe now with the mermaid, maybe Miss Tarot D might pop in. Maybe Miss Mermaid herself. I know she loves her mermaids. But there we go. And speaking of Miss Tarot D, if anybody didn't see her video that was posted, she did an incredible job of putting her makeup on for Halloween. And what an incredible job. She was a zombie Bridgerton, something like that. I think it's an English show. But yeah, she made herself, and she had the big poof, pouffant, and the big ball gown. Amazing. If they weren't so expensive, I'd buy a bunch of pretty perfume bottles and put my potions in them. There's ones that you can find here and there. Um, if you go to like Timu's and things, I try to avoid those shops, but they were cute though. Poor babies. I agree. So next one up is, so we have Mermaid Song, and then we have Mermaid's Tears. I wasn't ever really too big on mermaids, although I will say Splash from the 80s, that's one of my favorite movies. I love that. Daryl Hannah and Tom Hanks and John Candy. That was a great movie. That and another one, um, Lady in the Pool. It was a M Night Shyamalan movie called Lady in the Water. I think it was Lady in the Water, and I think it had to do. I don't think she was a mermaid though, but that was a good movie too. She's dating Neil Young. That's what I hear. She used to date the other dude from the 70s. I could see his face. Running on empty, do do do, and then he was with the Brown, something Brown. But apparently, allegedly, he was abusive, so she left that relationship. But yeah, um, she's a good actress too. Night Owl, ooh, Night Owl potions. So for us night owls, and it's all about insight. So there we go. Jackson Brown, that was the name. So we have Octopus Inc. I can't wait to do readings with these. These are so fun. Henley. Nope, not Henley. Jackson Brown. He's been doing a few things here and there with the Eagles since I think Fry passed. But Jackson Brown, all of them knew each other back in the day when they got their starts with Linda Ronstadt and the whole group. That whole, Southern California music scene, which Shan almost became a part of. He was going to go and hit that part of town too and take his guitar. So, I'm like, oh, he didn't. But if he hadn't, then I wouldn't have my Shan. So, yeah, Henley was Steve. Well, Henley, Joe Walsh, and not Bernie Leadon, but the other one, Stevie, dated all of them at one point. So, but like Shan said, this was what was back in the day. So, next one up, we have Phoenix Fire. Ooh. But yeah, Leather and Lace on Belladonna was her and Don Henley. We got Poison. Never trust a big butt and a smile. That bottle is poison. So yes, I'm in a good mood tonight. So I just absolutely enjoy this artwork. It's cheerful and makes me happy. Poison too. I'm not a super big Alice Cooper fan, but he had a song that came out when I was in high school. I think it was junior year, which would have been what, 88 to 89. He released, or it could have been 89 to 90. He released an album and he has a song called Poison. That yeah. Mm. Her lips were bitter than poison. So fat bomb girls make the world go round. Yeah, well, Poison Ivy. We got another Poison. I just love the bottle shapes and the deck. This is a very light, fun, lovely deck. Pumpkin juice. Sometimes a lot of decks during this time of year is kind of dark and scary and kind of grotesque. And for me, I love something this sweet. This is nice. Pumpkin juice. Pot of gold. This is rainbow dust. Maybe we can get some of this from Miss Jackie over there in Ireland. But we got rainbow dust, pot of gold. We have, he doesn't look too happy, and I don't blame him. Rat's blood. Look at the expression on his face. He's like, oh no. So we have rat's blood. But yeah, when it comes to magic and stuff these days, animals should not really be utilized anymore, especially in that way. Yeah. So we have the next one is revive. And there we have that one. Simple, interesting. Irene, hello, my dear. How are you? Okay, now this is different. Seahorse scales. And I'm down to 3. I guess Heather started singing and I lost people. We have Shrunka, which is all about growth. So we got Shrunka. So people who like their shrooms. I only used ethically sourced grass-fed rat's blood. Oh my God, Tom. Well, thank you for it being ethically sourced. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's our Tom. And I still have to get together with you, Tom, and figure out what I can look into for a laptop or desktop or something, because the stuff here is just, it's getting old. Hey, so we have sleeping drought. A little bit of wheat tied to the bottle. So when I start doing the readings, I can start reading from the book, and we can start deciding, start finding out what these are all about. And we have snake venom. And it looks like he's happy enough to provide. So he's got no worries right there. And yes, give me no, yep, no worries. We've got spider venom. So we're going through the venoms. And there we go. I have to keep my eye out for the Black Widow ones around here. Ooh, we got a spirit bottle. There we go. That's nice. I like that. That's fun. Spirit. Let's see. Best thing I ever did. Let's see. For my depression, shrooms. Did a few trips. Oh my God. No urge to do more. And I've got some new neural pathways to use. Wow. See, yeah, I tried something in the past and my system is so extremely sensitive. I got severely ill. So I leave, every now and then I'll nab a CBD or something, but all that other stuff, I'll leave to the professionals. And we have Stardust, feeling cosmic. Oh, so that's a pretty, and we got the pentacle in there too, Stardust. Storm in a bottle. Message in a bottle. Another great song, by the way, classic rock song by the Police. We have Sunbeams. It's interesting how some of her bottles are very small. To me, I would have maybe made that bigger because it's the sun. So you got to go natural in that respect. Yep. And I haven't tried shrooms since college. I did Wakuma in Peru. Made me sick and made the mountains all wiggly, but nothing profound happened. I didn't know you were in Peru. Kristen, you get to go all over the world, girl. I am so jealous. My goodness. Especially France and all these other places. Wow. And Tom says, I always preferred acid to shrooms. And, some people, they try acid once and then it kills them. So, for people who have, used acid and things like that, and YouTube, entertainment purposes only, we're not, promoting or, telling people to use, hallucinogenic drugs or anything. But I just had to put that out there for YouTube for entertainment purposes only. But there have been some people who go to try it once and it just shuts down there. So I was always afraid to try, even as I got older and I was out of the house. But I was like, no, I'll stick to my beer or my glass of wine. And let's see, I think I have tried most of it. There's a definite difference between gel tabs or papers. You feel like you're rat poison after shroom. It just ends and it's all good. Okay. And then, so everyone's sharing their stories. I used to love acid tom until a real F4 tornado blew through as I peeked. Are you Irene? Iron Fire Horse. Why that name, your channel name, and what you just, yeah, I can see. Good Lord, girl. The shaman gave me the same amount he gave the men, still only made wiggly mountains. You know, when you say that, I see the mountains like, you know, when our moms used to make those things of jello, and you know, when you tap it and we go, you know, when you say wiggly mountains, that's what I'm thinking. You were disappointed. You know, some people, you know, ayahuasca, though I hear that gets people very, very sick. So I guess I'm going to have to be one of those. If it ever happens naturally, you know, spirit lets me have that kind of experience. That'll be it. And that's a true story. And she's sticking to it, everybody. She peaked during a F4. Girl, that's got to be one hell of a flash back then. Dang. So that's crazy. Yeah, it seemed in my mind. So yeah, next card is Tincture of Toad. So he seems fine with, you know, sharing some of his tincture with all of us. I love her images. They have character, her little creatures. Truth Serum. There we go. And I hear this stuff is very much real. And Mangled, here we go. Just for you, we have unicorn horn dust. So there we go. I'll call this my Jack's card. Although thankfully the unicorn's not mangled. You know, it's still all in one piece and looks relatively healthy and happy. Yeah, that's cool how she did the topper with, and how it goes right between the pentacle. I like the design. She's done some really good work up with the designs. Peach schnapps. Oh my God, the schnapps back in the day. That was college. That was my early 20s. I remember everybody was all about Bartles and James. I never did the peach. I liked the strawberry. It was pretty devastating though. Oh my goodness. Oh, I wanted to be all hallucinations, but it wasn't. Oh goodness, dear. Wait a minute. Kristen says my husband did acid. He thought he was. Oh, did he start singing? The wheels on my bus go round and round. Let's see what else. And Jim Belushi, he tells a story about his ayahuasca trip. It's pretty funny. Man, that guy was on everything. You know, it's no surprising we lost him early on. Oh, I love it. I have a unicorn magnet on my fridge. I hate things on it. There we go. So next one up is Valerian. And I'm wondering if this card is sticky because this card feels thicker than the others. Yeah, that's weird. This card feels a little thicker. Valerian. And there we go. So this will go nicely with my magical botanical oracle. I gotta find a tarot deck to go with this. And next up we have Wolfsbane. And oh, I love that. Howling Wolf. Very nice. So we have Wolfsbane. Oh. And we have Wormwood. And for those who came in a little bit later, the art, the ink, the writing, everything is by Zoe Sadler. She is one of our neighbors across the pond in England. And her inks and her acrylic paints that she uses, she makes herself by foraging out in nature and making them naturally out of what she finds. Um, John is the one who died with a speedball. His brother Jim was on, according to Jim and John. but after Jim's he started his flower biz. Oh, my goodness. Yes, yes, yes. So next one up. No, no, why she made this so tiny? I love this star. This is so cute. It's called a wish. So we have a wish bottle. Me, I would have made that little much bigger. Pretty little star, but I guess you wanted to make sure that you could see some of the other symbols that were connected to the card. I don't know. I like that a little bit bigger. And the last one, Beetlejuice. So they had to sneak in some Beetlejuice. And there's the little beetles, the little bugs. So, and there we go. That's the whole deck. Um, Nice number. I don't even know how many cards, but they're thick enough, they're big enough, which sounds perfect for Miss Tarot Dean. Now, when I say they're big enough and thick enough, now where is she? 48 cards total. And when I hold them up to, because I know people like for me to hold them up to a regular tarot deck, yeah, I'm not really a big fan of the larger cards, but that's how much larger. So it's quite a good sized deck, but it is fun. I am enjoying that, and let's do a little bit of shuffling here. I'm going to end up doing probably the paid StreamYard for a couple months, so I'm not going to worry about hours or minutes or anything on my free account. Oh man, these are hard to shuffle. I have small fingers and having to grasp them good to shuffle, and I could feel them cutting into my fingers. So would anybody like a potion card? And then we can start reading a little bit and find out what they mean. I have 5 people in chat, so Tom, Jax, Irene, Kristen. I think we lost Moira. I know there's a couple of different shows going on tonight. Oh my goodness. This is going to be the Dickens. The absolute Dickens to shuffle. I got to find another way of maybe doing them this way. I'll have to do them this way. Wow. I had a big day today. Let's see. I had a big day. Let's see what they say. There we go. All right, Jax. Trying to. Okay. Oh my God, these are so thick. Thick as a brick. So, ooh, you got Digitalis, girl. And so let's find that alchemical symbol behind, unless she mentions that in the book. What number? Or do they go? Oh, they go by alphabetical order. So, Digitalis. Oh, I mean flower as in bud for Jim. Oh, so copper is the symbol associated with that. And it says, trust your resilience, protect your heart, and rely on your intuition to overcome challenges. Because, yeah, digitalis is usually given to people who have heart issues, but if given too much, it causes, a heart attack and other things. So I can see where they mention the heart. And whoop, really quick here, Tom got a new deck. Nope. So I got a new deck yesterday, but I won't share it on YouTube. It's a bit, oh, Tom, naughty. It's the Asphalis deck, the erotic tarot of, Georges Batil. Well, I'm sure you and Sam will have fun with that deck. Alrighty, so I like the TV show he had about his farm. Oh, they're talking about Lucy's farm. So, Jack's affirmation: I have healed my heart and found my inner strength. I am a fighter, courageous and compassionate. Damn, girl. Now that goes on for another page and a half. Let's see. On the surface, everything may be beautiful, but delve a little deeper, and foxgloves are poisonous to the unwary. So, they get it from foxglove. I knew it was one of them. I couldn't remember if it was Hellbane, or if it was Datura or Belladonna, but it comes from the foxglove. Um, let's see, because digitals can be a lifesaver. You have faced, I gotta read this. This is crazy, Jax. You have faced adversity and can handle everything that has been thrown at you with grace and courage. You have the ability to heal yourself and repair a broken heart or mind. It just may take some time with regular doses of kindness to yourself. Don't be afraid to blow your own trumpet. You have endured a lot and are coming out the other side. Be proud of yourself. You have all you need to succeed and come out on top once again. And then she basically repeats about the broken hearts and things. Um, do not give your heart out too freely to others whose intentions may be insincere. Empaths need to be wary as they can give too freely and be susceptible to a broken heart. Yes, ma'am. Love and empathy will win. Let's see what else we got here. You will know deep down whose hearts are true and who might hurt you. Trust your judgment and your intuition to break any spell cast over you. Be mindful of how people make you feel in their presence. When you feel jittery and on edge, there is usually a reason for it. You'll find yourself feeling more relaxed and sure of yourself around people with good intentions. And it continues with always trust your gut and listen to what your body is trying to tell you. This is what we say a lot in readings, listening to your intuition, and being able to know what your baseline is for your energy. When it's yours, you're relaxed, you're calm, in a good place. And then when you're around, you go into certain areas, buildings, outside or around people, then you start to feel that shift and change. Then you'll be able to gauge that. Gotta go. Having a hard time keeping my eyes open. Oh, good night, Kristen. Looking forward to pulling a card for you at some time from this deck. This is so much fun. Let's see. It will help keep your heart whole and save you from potential anguish. And then there's one little blurb that she does in even smaller print at the very end. A wise woman, a herbalist, a simple woman they call the Dark Witch, wanders the hills and forests, collecting the herbs and remedies she needs to heal. Her basket is full to the brim with all manner of plants and seeds ready to dry and chop up for her stores. She carefully adds the colorful foxglove trumpets to her basket, symbolizing pride, insecurity, and intuition. This potion can heal the heart, but use it sparingly. Far too much can be deadly. So that is your card, my dear. You're the first one to get a read from this new deck. And it's just, it's so apropos. So, we still have two people. I don't know who's left in here. Irene? I guess we lost Tom again, too. Irene, did you want one? Oh, they stick really bad, too. Oh, my goodness. Blue. I kind of find that with Blue Angel. A lot of times their decks, they don't have that nice feel and shuffle. Oh, you're here. It says I only got two people and I have three people talking. So, okay, I'll just, I'll blame it on StreamYard. Hey, Tom, you want one? This is cool. I know it's not fun and, and dirty like yours, but okay. So I think Irene, you said, yeah, sure, thanks. So Irene, you got Revive. No, you're good. Revive. And I'm joking, Tom. So for revive, what do we have here? Man, that deck is a bitch to shuffle. Okay, revive. Ooh, known as Philosopher's Stone. YouTube line about numbers? Never. So, Philosopher's Stone. Embrace vitality, prioritize self revival. Oh, and this is very glary too, shiny. And thrive in purposeful living. Clutching my pearls. Affirmation. I am fully present in my own life and feel revived and energized. That part, lol. So, Irene, it says here, you are finally feeling on top of the world. I hope you're feeling better. I know you're going through some rough stuff, girl, but maybe this will kind of get you into that mindset and that positive energy. And again, the affirmation is I am fully present in my own life and feel revived and energized. So you're finally feeling on top of the world and fighting fit after a period of low energy and lethargy. Things are looking up and you feel revived and rejuvenated. Take advantage of this time and go out into the world, radiating your joy onto others. Well, you do in my chat with all of us, so you do radiate joy and happiness when you're here, my dear. Go out for the day with friends, volunteer, or find a new active hobby. You can uplift and achieve so much with all this extra energy and spirit. Channel all this joy for life into something that matters to you, and it will give your life purpose, filling you with even more enthusiasm and positivity. You will be a force to be reckoned with. Well, yeah, I mean, my God, you're having a hallucination and or a trip or whatever you call them during a F4 tornado or hurricane. So yeah, you are a force to be reckoned with, girl. My God. And others will enjoy spending time with you too. Make the most of it. You might be feeling a little lifeless and low on energy. Life has knocked the wind out of you lately, and you need a tonic. Bring yourself back into existence and take small steps to revive your body and soul so you can thrive. First, get some rest. If you can, take some time off. If not, allow yourself an hour here and there to do something that you want to do. Go for a walk, read a book, or go to bed early. Ask a friend or family member for a favor to allow you some time out. Before you know it, you will have topped up your well and be feeling more present and alive. She's laughing. Why are we all laughing? Hanging with all of you always life might lift my spirits. Aw, tornado fire horse. Don't mess with her. There we go. So iron fire horse, tornado fire horse. Um, we all need to take care of our well-being. Um, we all need to take care of our well-being to care for others, live our lives purposefully, and enjoy ourselves. And at the end of here, it says, leave a simple wooden cup out on a rainy night of a full moon. Collect the rainwater, then add a few drops of this potion to exactly midnight and down the contents, otherwise known as the elixir of life. Okay, so it's interesting they're saying use a wooden cup, but part of nature, organic, I totally get that. Collect the rainwater, then add a few drops of this potion at exactly midnight and down the contents. Add it to like a little bit of glass of water or to a coffee or something. And there you go. And that was yours, my dear. So I can't just do two. Let's do a third one. I'll pull one for me. So, seeing that Tom doesn't want one. Just picking on you. It's just nice to have you in chat. It's good to see you. Oh, see, you can hear how these stick. They're yeah, that's going to be the thing. Oh goodness. See, what do I get? Are you kidding me? Now y'all know how I feel about snakes. Heather don't like them. I'm petrified of them. I respect them and I give them space and I acknowledge them okay in artwork. But when I ask for a card, the first one you gotta give me is snake venom. Let's see. Irene says, "Oh, what's this? I gotta pull this up so I can, because StreamYard's got its money symbol over it. I need to carve a wooden cup. I've been wanting to do that for real." Well, there you go. There's your inspiration, my dear. And I've been wanting. The thing is, though, where I'm at. See, you're out in nature, so you can collect that moon, that full moon energy. Where I'm at, where the moon rises, I don't get the moon in the window or the light. So it's not like I can sit my things out in the moonlight and have them bathed. So, you know, I miss being able to do that. And I really can't do that outside at night with my, unless, I sneak outside. Maybe my neighbors might care. Maybe they won't. But I've been wanting to do that too, Irene. I have a couple of things I want to add, the moon water to when I go to do my paints and stuff to add a little bit of that magic. And what is this, Tom? The snake venom is what makes the antidote. Yep. So in case you get bit in the ass, well, for me, it's past life. I've had dreams where I'm seeing, trying to escape like a pit of snakes. I mean, I think I was thrown into a pit of them. I just stand naked by my stone's full moon. There you go, girl. Skyclad. Let's see. Snake venom. What can we learn about snake venom besides being an antidote? Maybe it's warning me about snakes in the grass, too. Let's see. Mercury. Interesting. Harness your renewed energy and make the most of your vibrant spirit. Affirmation. I feel renewed and full of life. I channel this excess energy into something productive. And let's see. Ooh, Tom, the first thing I look at is restless spirits can get into trouble and are easily charmed by someone slippery. So watch out for temptation and others leading you astray. Yeah. Let's see, at the top here, you are feeling renewed and full of energy and perhaps even a little bit restless. Put this excess energy to good use. Perhaps take up a creative hobby or try out a new activity. Already doing that, the crocheting. These days, I don't feel like picking up my paints. I'm just playing with my crochet and my yarn. You may even exceed everyone else's expectations during this time and surprise yourself with how much you learn or get done. Having a sense of purpose will only make you feel even more rejuvenated and give you a sense of pride in what you have achieved. That's what I need these days. I need a sense of purpose. I really haven't felt that in a while. Let's see. Tom says the rest of my apartment building wouldn't enjoy me standing in the courtyard. Yeah. Building tolerance like an immunity to the venom. Yeah. So let's see. We tend to rely more on others to pave our way forward when we're bored or have free time rather than making our own choices. Be strong in your values and don't let a bad apple tempt you. You could end up a little bruised. Aren't we all from time to time? So put that nervous energy into something you are passionate about or which challenges you. It could be by helping someone in need, So you could volunteer at a local charity or animal shelter. I will not do, I don't think, another animal shelter. I worked at one before, and the amount of abuse that I saw, I couldn't handle it. Mm-mm. Um, you're leading the way instead of letting others take the lead. Be committed to yourself. Let's see. Um, and you'll be living in harmony and acceptance with all those around you. And let's see it. It says here at the very end, this little font. I mean, look how big that little font is, especially with someone with trifocals here. Alrighty, the snake curls itself around an ancient tree, which hears the richest and most decadent, which bears, excuse me, the richest and most decadent fruit. The snake is cunning and tempts those who pass to eat the forbidden fruit. This could result in dire consequences, including banishment from paradise or worse. The venom in this potion is from that very snake, potent and full of temptation. Take one drop on the tip of the tongue to channel restlessness and promote renewal. Warning: never be tempted to consume more than the allocated dose. Interesting, interesting. And today, besides the cards, Jan also got us some blackberry. It's made in Oregon. We got some mead for Samhain. I told Shan we got to get mead for Samhain, and we'll have some for Yule. Those are our two favorite Sabbats. And we actually got a bottle of mead made here in Oregon. Them using blackberry, because blackberry is like the state fruit. Blackberries here are delicious. So we're going to have some blackberry mead wine for Samhain. So yes, yes, necessity breeds invention. So yeah, really fun cards. I'm looking forward to maybe probably like most likely doing a pop-up. We're supposed to do the park either tomorrow or Thursday. We were going to do it today, but after my other show today, I got a migraine. They just pop sometimes out of nowhere. So we'll see, but I can't wait. I got to figure out a creative way of being able to shuffle these cards, because they stick and they hurt. So heading off. Good night, Tom. Thanks for popping in. It's like 7 o'clock my time, going on 7:30. So, but I know it's 10:30, getting late. So, gotta be on your best for work tomorrow. So, yeah, I want to pop on and share my new Oracle deck with everybody. And it was nice to see some people pop in there for a while. And thanks for everybody who hung out with me. Irene, Tom, Jax, thanks for doing that. Let's see. Look, we got four, and he's leaving YouTube. What the hell? So yeah, I wonder who else joined us back again. But the lurkers. So yes, I just want to come on, share that, and I'll figure out sometime maybe tomorrow to pop on and do some readings with this. This is a great week. It's the week of Samhain, so be pulling out the witchy decks and the Samhain decks and my potion bottles here, and it'll be a lot of fun. So, oh, that's right. Carolina was here too. So, you know, watching on playback. Thanks, Carolina. Thanks, Shay, Moira, Nancy, also for popping in. Oh, excuse me. I had brownie a little while ago with a glass of milk. So thank you everybody who hung out. Tom, to the very end, Tom and Jackson, Irene. And thank you everyone. Have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Or as my friend Nikki would say, bye-bye.